Hello learners, welcome to JHL Zoology, Integrated Study of Animal Science for UG students. Today in this video lecture, let us know about PCR, Polymerase Chain Reaction. Learning objectives are, the learner will be able to understand the purpose of PCR and to know about the experimental setup of the PCR and to understand the role of various reaction ingredients. To understand the process by which PCR amplifies the DNA. To know about the applications of the PCR. So, coming to the introduction, PCR was invented by Carey B. Mullis in 1985. PCR stands for Polymerase Chain Reaction. It is a technique of gene amplification. This in vitro amplification of a DNA is done by repeated cycles of denaturation of the double-stranded DNA and the polymerization by the Taq polymerases. PCR gives a good result if the DNA is less than 30 base pairs in size. For larger DNA molecule, it should be cut into small pieces and amplified separately and then joined together. Now, let us know the types of a PCR. There are different types of PCR like a hot start, methylation specific, allele specific, reverse transcription PCR, quantitative PCR, multiplex, assembly PCR, helicase dependent PCR, inverse PCR, intersequence specific PCR, ligation mediated PCR, mini primer PCR, solid phase PCR and a touchdown PCR. Now let us see the main experimental setup for the PCR. The experimental setup here, it shows a machine which is called as a PCR machine or the thermal cycler. So, or the thermal cylinder also. So, in this, a reaction tube is taken, the PCR tube is taken into which all the components which are used for the reaction are to be added. Let us know about in detail what are the ingredients to be added in the PCR tube. In the PCR tube, which should be kept in the PCR machine or the thermal cycler, it should be added with the main requirement is the DNA template. DNA template. The DNA to be amplified means the copies of which DNA which we want. It is the one which is a DNA of our interest. So that DNA which should be amplified, it acts as a template strand for the DNA polymerization. Next is, it is taken in the mixture buffer. This mixture buffer consists of the reagents like Tris HCl buffer, which will be mainly useful for the maintenance of the pH at 6.8 to 7.8. So, and apart from this, the magnesium chloride and the potassium chloride are also added. Magnesium and the potassium, they act as cofactors for the enzymatic reaction which goes during the polymerization reaction. The next ingredient is nucleotides. Deoxyribonucleotides, that is the DNTPs, are added. All the 4 DNTPs, DATP, DGTP, DCTP and DDTP are taken in large amounts into the PCR tube. The next most important ingredient is the primers. You have to take two oligonucleotide chains which act as a primers here. Each primer, it attaches with one of the strands of the DNA and it is the one which provides the 3' OH for the polymerization to continue. The polymerases which are used here in the PCR machine are the thermostable polymerases like Taq polymerases, Wnt polymerases, TFU polymerases. So, these are the polymerase enzymes which will be resisting the higher temperatures during the PCR reaction. And the thermal cycler, the total mission is programmed. It is programmed to provide the heating and the cooling. So it is set as if the temperatures here will be changing time to time. So it will be maintaining 94 degrees centigrade for 1 minute and 55 degrees centigrade for 45 seconds and 72 degrees centigrade for about 1 minute. And now let us see the main steps which are involved in the PCR reaction. Polymerase chain reaction. It is a one where These are the main steps which occur inside. In the one single PCR, denaturation is the first step, the primer annealing is the second step, and the primer extension is the third step. In the denaturation step, the template DNA which is taken, that will be denatured due to the high temperatures. The high temperature is nearly here 94 degrees centigrade, which will be maintaining, and at that particular 94 degrees centigrade, the double stranded DNA molecule, it will be mainly breaking the hydrogen bonds between the nucleotide bases and get separated. This process is called as a denaturation. After the denaturation step, the temperature will be maintained at 55 degrees centigrade. At 55 degrees centigrade, what will happen means the primers get attached to the 3' end of the template strand. Means both the two strands which have been separated during the denaturation, they both act as a templates for the new strand synthesis. For the new strand synthesis, there should be the availability of 3' OH. For that purpose, the primers are the two different primers, the oligonucleotide chains which we have added, which will be acting as a primer here, they will get attached to the DNA template at the 3' end of the templates. They will be showing the Brownian movements. By showing the Brownian movements, the primers, they get fixed to the template strands. The next step is the last one, the extension activity. The extension activity will be continued by the polymerases. The polymerases which can continue the elongation process here is the thermostable polymerases, which are mainly the Taq polymerases. The Taq polymerase gets attached to the 3' end of the primer here, and it is the one which is capable of attaching the new nucleotides and continuing the primer extension, or simply you can say the polymerization activity or the extension activity. This extension will result in the formation of two daughter strands of DNA. Means at the end of one cycle of DNA polymerization, the single copy of DNA will be forming two strands of DNA. Each strand which has been formed as a result of a single cycle of DNA, which it will be entering the second cycle. So a single DNA molecule as a result of the first cycle will be forming two DNAs. These two DNAs in the second cycle, they will be acting as a template molecules, and those they again undergo the denaturation process, primer annealing, and polymerization. As a result of it, the 4 DNA molecules are formed, and these again they enter into the next cycle and they again form the daughter DNAs, and again they will be next it continues. At the end of the 40th cycle, there will be a millions of copies of DNA formed from a single copy of a DNA which we have taken in the PCR tube. So all the basic reactions of the PCR are same for all the cycles. So this is showing the exponential amplification of the DNA. So the single molecule will be forming 2 from the 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 and so on, and it will be forming a million copies of DNA at the end of the 40th cycle. And next, one more thing here we have to know is the DNA template, the primer is the one which will be starting the polymerization process. Actually, without the primer, the polymerization can't be run here. That primer will fix to the 3' end of the template strand that may attach at the end of the DNA, or sometimes it may attach to the template, leaving some sequences. Those sequences which are left over are called as flanking sequences. If it happens that at the end of the cycle there will be not all the DNAs of the same size, but there will be of two different sized DNA molecules formed as a result of the PCR. So here in this picture, let us know about that. If this is a DNA template. So after the denaturation process, the two strands are formed, which are mainly here the templates are formed. Onto the templates, the primer annealing should be done. The second step is a primer annealing. This primer here, if you see this, one primer is getting attached at the 3' end, totally at the end of the DNA template. Whereas in this template strand, the primer is getting attached, but it is not getting attached at the end of the template. It is leaving some sequences. This sequence which has left over is called as a flanking sequence. If this happens, after this the Taq polymerase, it comes and it attaches to the primer. It will be taking the 3' OH group, and it will be forming the phosphodiester bonds between the nucleotides and continues the chain elongation, forming two different DNA molecules of two different sizes. One, it is a complete DNA formed, and the other is a shorter DNA which has been formed. If in the next cycle, if this is unequal, means the DNA which is with the flanking sequence, if it participates in the next cycle, those two, they act as a templates. One will be a shorter one and the other will be the longer one. And the next denaturation process will be going on, annealing, and the next the primer extension will be done. And altogether at the end of the next cycle, you will be obtaining a parental strand, means the DNA which is same as a parental strand, and some more DNAs which are very little bit shorter than the parent strand, because of the primer has left the flanking sequence when it has annealed to the template molecule. This may happen sometimes. As a result, you will be obtaining a shorter DNAs than the normal DNA. So, hope you have understood all the steps in the PCR here. So, let us see the applications of the PCR. The PCR is used mainly for cloning the DNAs which are used for the genomic library preparation, mutation detection, sequencing of the DNA, making microarrays in forensics, and parenting testing. So lastly, here let us summarize in the PCR mission. In the PCR reaction mixture to be taken, and that reaction mixture includes the DNA template, the two different primers, the nucleotides, DATP, GTP, TTP, CTP, and the Taq polymerases, and altogether they are kept in the reaction mixture. And this reaction mixture is to be added with a drop of mineral oil, which will be which will be stopping the evaporation of the mixture while heating process. And mainly the steps in the PCR are denaturation at 94 degrees centigrade, primer annealing at 55 degrees centigrade, primer extension at 72 degrees centigrade. So the DNA to be amplified will be denatured, forming two templates. Onto the two templates, a primer gets attached by showing the Brownian movements. Later the Taq polymerase comes and attaches. The Taq polymerase continues the extension process, forming the total DNA by the polymerization activity. So the Taq polymerases are the one which are best at 72 degrees centigrade. So after this, again the two strands, they will be continuing the next cycle. So thank you for watching. Please share, like and subscribe my channel.